anxiety can manifest differently for different people.
Yes.
And really getting in your head, interfering with sleep, those negative thoughts, those are all potentially part of it. How does anxiety manifest for you?
It's a lot of worry. I go into these sort of imagining of worst case scenarios. It's almost like I'll tell myself, if I can think of it first, that lowers the chance of something bad actually happening. So, and I think all of those are really defense mechanisms. And I've learned when those things start happening to talk to the anxiety almost like, I know you are trying to protect me right now. I know that your goal is to keep me safe, but I know in this situation that I'm going to be okay because I am, taking this action, or, creating some sort of plan to, address the way that I'm feeling. If I feel like the way that I'm feeling is real and what I'm feeling, it warrants action, So for me, it's a lot of, it's a lot of seeing what's coming, worrying that it's not going to go well, and then also, we all have those experiences in our past where we wish things had gone differently, and there's that temptation, to overcorrect for that, and to try and, manifest something different, next time that feels better in some way or something. I think it's interesting thinking about these challenges as a musician or an artist where I'm continually releasing work out into the world, and all of these issues and conditions kind of come back, when you're in that process. It's almost like you get far enough away from record release, you kind of forget about how anxiety inducing it can be sometimes.
I gotta say, I really love the language that you're using around talking to anxiety, because honestly, that's pretty much how I try to tell people who I'm working with, is like, if you're getting anxious thoughts or feelings, to be like, let's start with that validation. Like, hey, I know that I'm going to take you seriously. I know that you are trying to protect me. I know you're a part of me, right? I know that you matter. And now, once I've done that, I'm going to listen to you and I'm going to address your concern. And that is something that I feel like if people can do, will change their entire relationship with anxiety. Because usually it's an all or nothing thing. Either I don't want to have anything to do with you, like shut up, I don't want to hear you, you're interrupting me, or I'm going to spend all of my time listening to you.
Yeah.
And therefore I'm not, because part of what I think you're saying implicitly about that protective vibe is, listen, I'm listening to you about the part that's protecting us or me. But there's another piece here, which is that I also have to integrate you into all the other areas of my life,
right,
and living my life. So it's like, I want to listen to you, anxiety, but you can't be the only thing that I'm listening to all the time.
Yes.
And that's a very hard balance, I feel like, for people. But I really like the way that you're talking about it, because I feel like you label that concept, you're trying to protect me. I think that's such a big pivot.
Yeah, it was for me. I, in a lot of ways, had sort of, for a period of time, fallen under the idea that, anxiety was like ruining my experiences, ruining my performance opportunities and things like that, and I probably was one of those people that was like, just go away. Like, God, man, like, leave me alone. I don't want this or whatever, and so finding a way, to kind of speak directly to that fear in those moments, has definitely changed things for me. I mean, it's not, I can't say it's like, oh, it's all, yeah, that was just the magic wand fix or whatever, and now it's all perfect or anything like that. Like, all of these the acts of mindfulness, of awareness, and all those kind of things are works, in progress that I will continue to work on probably for the rest of my life, but knowing that, and just being able to recognize even what's happening in the moment and feel like I have some sort of autonomy over, at least conceptually, what's going on within me when I'm experiencing anxiety in those ways, has definitely helped insofar as, like, yeah, it's not this like unknowable thing that I just have no idea what to do or say when it happens to me, so I would say that's been a major benefit.